the message that I'm really trying to impart in these communities in British Columbia is that you don't want to wait for an accident. You want to have a different future. Now is a critical time to use the sort of chaos of this threat from Enbridge and the federal government and turn it into an opportunity to organize your community into how you want to live. What is it that you value? In Cordova, Alaska, we had to do all this after the disaster. We sort of, cut down the trees, put up the parking lot. It was too late. It was too late for us. So we had to do it all in hindsight. It's much better to do it proactively. Do this visioning process. Figure out what are your shared values. What's your common vision? What do you want your future community to look like in 20 years? And what action steps would you take to get there? And more communities are starting to take a step back from the federal government's policies to say that, those policies just aren't safe for us. So we want to be more self-reliant in our little community. And in community after community, the answer comes up the same. That means we have to be in control of our water, wealth or resources, our energy options, our food, local food resources, our local economy. We need to encourage businesses that are connected to our values and that protect our way of life, our community well-being. And in community after community, that's coming up as something other than pipelines, coal mining, clear-cut logging. People are coming up with different economic opportunities and saying, we're going to go this way. This is our progress. This is our dream. This is our vision, not the progress that's coming down from Harper and Obama and these federal governments and the oil industry, which, let's face it, if you're an oil industry, then it's like a hammer. Everything is a nail. And to the oil industry, everything looks like, oh, we're running out of cheap oil? Fine, let's go to tar sands. Let's go to hydrologic fracking. Let's go to these deep offshore oil rigs where the risk astronomically increases. And I'm not talking about the risk to the industry. I'm talking about the risk to the people, to the communities, to the environment. Who bears the cost of that risk? It's not the oil industry. And the people sadly find that out after a disaster. So, it's a perfect time now, instead of saying, let's build more infrastructure and continue the old way of thinking, the old school fossil fuel, future. It's time to look for different energy options. How can we diversify our energy portfolio? And I believe that these answers are already out there, the technology is already out there, and really what it's about is changing people's minds to believe in themselves and to believe in their collective community that another way is not only possible, that it will result in a thriving community, much more thriving, more well-being than what we have currently. I mean, if you look at our current economy, it's supported by military, people being sick, prison labor, factory farms. It's not really matching our values, human values. So let's build something that matches our values. That's the challenge right now. So that we can say no to Harper and Obama and other sort of these crazy schemes and yes to the way that we want to build our future.